fourth one that was obliterated into the nether because it was trash.
The Knives Out one?
No, we never did a Knives Out one, did we?
Yeah, that was the one we scrapped.
No, I thought that was the Mandalorian. Did we do a Knives Out?
We did two.
Oh,
we did
my
two that
God.
night, and we scrapped them both. This will be the sixth one.
That we upload or in general?
Yeah.
Oh, that we upload?
Oh, no. Eighth in general.
Oh,
Then.
God. It's been a hot minute, man. I haven't sat down. Well, that's a lie. With the other show that we did, or that we do, I sat down and did it. But I guess we don't really even need to put a title on it, or an episode title, because everything's different constantly.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been a real hot minute that we've even thought of. Well, not you. You think about this all the time.
All the time.
I don't.
I'm sorry.
But quarantine was a thing. And good thing that we don't. I was listening to some of our previous episodes. Good thing that we don't do any kind of, what's it called, monetization.
No, we have not.
We swear a lot. and,
Yeah.
And I'm not bleeping all those swears.
No, that's a lot of work.
Yeah, but anyways,
Mm-hmm.
how's it going?
What's up? Do we need to introduce the show?
Yeah, we probably should.
Okay.
Whatever. I guess if you're watching it, you should know. That was the other funny thing that I laughed about on the Spider-Man episode that we did.
Yeah.
So I was like, if you don't know by the thumbnail what we're talking about today, then
help.
Get out of here. But welcome to Pick It and Flick It podcast. My name is Vox.
And I'm Luke.
Yeah, I would say you're gonna introduce yourself.
I didn't
now.
know if you were gonna say more. I always get nervous. I'm gonna overstep it.
I think if we talk over each other, it's fine.
And I run a YouTube channel called Confused Reviews.
Do you, though? When was the last time you posted?
I was going to say, I run it, but it's not started.
Yeah, but seriously, how long has it been since you posted something?
It's been about 6 months.
Oh, my
yeah.
Lord. Oh, my Lord.
Yeah, it's been, I think December was...
I'm just checking our levels here.
2020 has seen 0 new Confused Reviews episodes.
How do you feel about that?
It really bums me out, but quarantine it sucked the life out of me.
I was going to say, what did you do?
Nothing.
Because I didn't do anything either. I literally worked from home, and that was it.
I didn't even do that.
Yeah.
I did less than that.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. But speaking of quarantine and the virus, I don't know, are we allowed to say that on YouTube?
Does it matter?
I guess not. But it really fucked some shit up for the movie industry. And I think it's also going to improve the movie industry in a way.
It's either going to improve or get worse.
Because, well, here's why I say that. I feel like as a musician, as a guy who writes and produces music on top of all the other bullshit that I do, it really gave me an opportunity to sit down and write a lot.
Yeah.
I write with another buddy, and we literally chugged out almost a whole album during quarantine.
Just cause.
And it usually takes us about a year to do that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
with the movie industry, sure, production's halted, but you know how many fucking ideas?
I was going to say, a lot of good scripts are probably being finalized around now.
Absolutely, and I think that's definitely a way that we're going to see.
Well, that's probably why, if we foreshadow what we're going to talk about here, Disney's having a little bit of a new plan for the Star Wars franchise, as well as Marvel and DC. They're doing some pretty crazy things that we're going to talk about in a little bit.
I want to do a totally separate episode for the Star Wars shit. Like, I don't even want to touch on that.
Not even now.
No.
Sorry, then we're not.
But the reason why is because it's just like Marvel and DC. There's like extras that are a part of the universe that you have to pay attention to. So if you're not reading the books and not reading the comics,
which I am not,
right, but they're still considered canon in the lore, then you're gonna be confused as shit.
Yeah.
So we'll get into that when I can take some better notes.
Okay.
But today
we're gonna talk about Marvel and DC.
Yes.
As well as what we were just talking about.
Yeah. I think though to start, I don't know shit about the DC stuff. I'll tell you that right now. I lost interest.
So then you're going to take over Marvel most part, and I'm going to do the DC
I lost interest in the DC well before.
Oh, it's like a soap opera. It's like a soap opera, but the characters are movie executives. It's great.
I still have not seen Batman vs. Superman.
You honestly, good for you.
I have not seen it. I don't even want to touch it.
I've probably seen it in full probably 3-4 times.
Ugh.
And every time I look at the movie and I say, what happened?
Okay, so where is it? Where are they standing right now with everything? Because I know the Snyder Cut is supposed to be coming to HBO Max.
Well, that's the thing is the Justice League movie came out, it would be about 3 years ago now. And ever since, all these DC fans have been clamoring, that's not the right word, pestering the shit out of everyone to release the untampered with original director's cut of Justice League.
Ugh.
Zack Snyder's Justice League is what it's being helmed as. And just cause it was announced that HBO Max, their new fancy schmancy streaming service, will be where it's going.
The home of.
Because I doubt they would ever put that in the movie theaters.
So, do you have HBO Max?
I did, but then I lost it.
Why?
The account I was using wasn't mine, and then I lost the password.
Got you.
You know.
We're using Tasha's dad's.
Okay.
But I don't watch enough fucking TV. I mean,
yeah.
If we're sitting down to watch something, we're watching something for an hour on Netflix,
Yep.
and I pass out on the couch.
That's it. That's
you know,
it.
'cause I get home from work, and I'm like, I'm an old man, so I want to go to bed. But I've heard that people are pretty happy with it. There's a lot of stuff on there.
It had a very extensive library of stuff.
And they combined. They nixed Go, right? HBO
Yeah,
Go?
I think it's just the one now.
Okay,
It's,
yeah, I think they nixed one of them, and then the combined.
Yeah, because they did
everything.
have HBO Go and HBO Now.
Yeah.
Huh.
So I don't know what's going on with that, but I know that they combined one of the two. So
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
They just announced that that's going to be like one of their. I think they want a Mandalorian type hype for something on their streaming service. That's what I'm assuming is the plan.
Is that going to be the continuation of the DCU
Well,
movies?
I've heard that there might be a Ben Affleck Batman miniseries.
That's what I heard as well.
But also that the biggest bombshell that we just heard is that in Ezra Miller, he somehow found time to stop choking out his fans to star in a motion picture. Have you seen that video?
No.
Oh, it's such a good video.
No.
Anyway, if you get it, you get it. He's going to be having his own solo Flash film, and they're in talks to have Michael fucking Keaton come back as an old Bruce Wayne in a Batman Beyond type multiverse DC cinematic experience.
No, I'm not against that, but here's what I wanted to ask you before we continue.
Because we don't talk about we just so everyone knows we have like a rough outline, but we just kind of sit down here and go.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. But what do you think about actors playing multiple characters, like as far as superheroes go? Because we have Keaton as Batman, but we also have him in Spider-Man,
and he's also been Birdman.
Yeah, well, okay.
So I'd say he's got three,
but it's
three winged superheroes.
It's the same thing though with what's his damn name, Captain America dude,
Chris Evans.
Thank you.
He's been in two.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm blanking on that, but he was.
I was gonna say you're like a Marvel shill. You should know all these things.
He was the Human Torch, and it's like why I don't know.
That's why people. Not to jump the gun and get into Marvel, but people have been saying since they've confirmed a Marvel multiverse, they want, when they get all the Fantastic Four in there, to have a moment where Chris Evans is the Human Torch,
sure,
which would be the funniest shit ever.
I think that'd be pretty cool. Yeah. But I have a feeling that Hollywood just gets together a pool of like 50 people.
Yeah.
And they're like, all right, you're going to make another superhero movie? Here's your pool. That's the only people you can pick from.
Yep.
End of story.
Yeah, they give them like a little notebook of names, and that's all you get.
Because what's his name? Who played Aquaman?
Jason Momoa.
Isn't he rumored to be?
Yes, people
like what?
Well, I don't know because when I read about this stuff, I never can really tell what's real speculation or confirmed news. But I do know his name's been thrown into the pool of possible Kraven the Hunter actors.
And although I am fine with that, I think he would do really well at that.
I agree.
Like, he's already a really muscular, like semi-sexualized man from the sea.
I read something very interesting that I never really thought of. Their Aquaman is basically the equivalent of Thor in Marvel.
In the MCDCU comparison,
Yep.
I would agree with that, I think. But so we're going from a super ripped, long-haired, good-looking tan man from the sea to a super ripped, good-looking tan
from
man
the snow.
He's from the jungle.
Why do I keep reading that they want Spider-Man to be in the snow then for the third one?
I'm pretty sure that Kraven the Hunter is from the jungle because he has a fucking leopard that he wears, man.
Okay, well maybe you're right, but I have been reading a lot about Spider-Man being in the snow. which is something I really want to see.
No.
Yeah, that's why I thought he was a snow-based guy.
No, I don't think so. But I mean, yeah, there's Queens gets some pretty
hefty snow.
heavy snows at some point, so I'd be fine.
Well,
with
because it's pretty much confirmed at this point that the third Spider-Man is going to be him on the run to some extent because he done got his identity revealed,
which is insane. But yeah, I guess we're jumping the gun into Marvel already. But
I never realized that their J.J. Jameson is supposed to be like Alex Jones, and now I can't unsee it, and it's the funniest thing ever.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, super. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
all right. I don't want to think about that.
But now that's all you can think about.
Yeah, and the cool part is I'm really glad that they got that.
And he's Commissioner Gordon in the DC.
Yeah.
See, it all comes together.
Yeah, so we got a lot going on. No, he's not Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah, he is. J.K. Simmons.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, in the Batman.
Yeah,
Superman.
in Justice
okay.
League.
Yeah,
in Justice League he was.
For some reason, I was thinking Dark Knight trilogy. So
that was Gary Oldman.
Yeah, I was
damn it.
no way but okay.
Show Winston Churchill some respect.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yep. Oh jeez, man.
But anyway, back to DC.
Yeah. So what do you? I don't know. I don't feel like that'd be a bad thing to have a multiverse. But my problem is that everyone's going to multiverse now because there's so many goddamn movies that have been so much shit.
That's why I thought we were going to talk about Star Wars.
No, I don't want to get into that.
That was just
yet.
confirmed.
Yeah, I don't want to get into that yet.
We'll
get
considering
there.
it. That might be the next episode.
Yeah, because I read a lot of Star Wars stuff, comics and books. So
I just mainly watch reviews on why the Rise of Skywalker was bad.
Yeah, I know that
because it was.
Well, whatever.
We were going to do an episode on that too.
Yeah, we'll get into that in a different episode. But so what else is going on with the DC? Because we got the Ben Affleck possible miniseries on HBO.
Well, because there's also Robert Pattinson's The Batman coming out. So it's really getting I keep telling this to people. I'm into this stuff, and I follow it pretty damn closely.
Yes, and
even I'm fucking lost in a lot of this.
So what do you think about another Batman coming out then?
Well...
And first of all, Robert Pattinson to begin with. Or Pattinson or whatever the hell's
well,
last name is.
that's a good question, because originally I thought, what the fuck?
Right.
Why Robert Pattinson? And then I saw The Lighthouse.
Okay.
And my life was changed forever.
So I still have yet to see that.
I know, and I'm still fucking mad at you. If you people knew how many times I've told Vox to watch The Lighthouse, and I'm not trying to sound like a pretentious film bitch, but it's a great movie.
Yeah, I feel you.
It's like The Shining.
I feel you.
That's why I love it.
I don't know if I've ever seen him in a movie where I was like, wow.
Yeah, well, he's supposed to be in Tenet as well coming up with Christopher Nolan.
Oh, and that's Nolan's doing.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. The only movie I think I've honestly ever seen him in is Harry Potter. And you've never even seen those movies.
I've never seen Harry Potter.
He's in the fourth Harry Potter movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, really young though.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Younger guy.
But I still say the Dark Knight trilogy is on top.
Yeah.
Of the Batmans.
Yeah, and mostly the Dark Knight, because both Batman Begins and the Dark Knight Rises.
Ooh, easy.
Little voice crack for everybody. I think that they both have pretty big flaws in them. So I know everyone loves the trilogy, but for me, it's mostly just the Dark Knight.
So Batman Begins is shit. I can no problem toss that out the window.
There's a lot of problems.
I would argue with Dark Knight Rises.
Okay.
I like that movie.
Okay.
And I think that it was executed well with the modern spin on Bane.
Yeah, a lot of people were mad that he wasn't like the roided out, which I would like to see sometime, but
now we're talking too cartoony.
Yeah,
and we already have a fucking problem apparently with Justice League.
I was gonna say if DC had done it almost like Shazam from the beginning,
sure.
Then yeah, I'd say bring that Bane in, but definitely with the one they currently have with Ben Affleck and soon to be Mr. Patterson.
Yeah,
it seems Patterson.
I don't know.
We're probably gonna get corrected, but
that's fine. Correct us. I need.
Please.
I don't know.
Please, I'm trying my
best.
best.
Too lazy to Google it.
Speaking of that, the thing that I'm really excited for is the rumored to be Joker for the rest of the trilogy. Do you know who this is?
No.
Jonathan Depp.
Who?
Johnny Depp.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I would be so down for that.
I'll be honest with you.
Okay.
I do like Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
I really do.
I do as
I
well.
think he did fantastic in a movie that he gets made fun of for the most.
Oh, no.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
He gets made fun of for that?
All the time because he's so fucking flimsy and flamboyant in that, and they always
thought he
rag
was-
on him.
I love him in those.
Yeah, I do too. I really think that they kind of milked it. Not a little too long, but he was
Yes,
still
I agree with
he was
that.
still really, really good in that. And,
Okay.
Sweeney Todd, good lord. Have you
Yeah.
seen Sweeney Todd?
Of course. Ed Wood is probably my favorite
man
movie of his.
almighty. So I really like Johnny Depp, but
Yeah.
I'm so sick of seeing him thrown into these characters that are supposed to be so.
Like Jack Sparrow. He's been doing that. That's what
like
he did with
typecast,
That's what he
man.
did with the Mad Hatter.
Yes.
But that's the thing.
Willy Wonka.
Yeah. Oh
know?
yeah. Oh.
I know.
Oh no.
We won't go into that, but
That video, my Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, got taken down.
no way.
Yeah.
You flagged?
It got taken down. It was my most viewed video. It had like 25,000 views.
Nice, bro.
And that boy got shot down.
No way.
It was weird. I didn't. So I don't love the movie.
I know. I've watched the review.
Yeah. So I don't hate it. There are things I like in it, but there's a lot more things I don't like in it. And for whatever reason, I guess the generation that grew up on it, which is me,
I've read the comments section of that.
they are
Oh,
very
man.
passionate about Charlie and
They
the
were
Chocolate
not
Factory.
having it.
They were like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And all I can think of is when he's in the hallway and he goes,
Yeah.
and I'm thinking, that's what you're defending.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're right. But I don't think you'd be a good Joker.
Okay.
Give me something new.
Well, I still want to see Willem Dafoe because they were excellent together in The Lighthouse, and people have wanted to see him as the Joker for a long time.
Ooh, that would be really nice,
But
actually.
here's the thing: I would really be okay seeing Johnny Depp in the Joker role.
Sure.
I think he might be top 3 that I would pick anyway. But here's the problem.
Uh-oh.
Here's where the boss music comes in.
I'm ready for it. Yeah, good
That's
try.
the Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
But anyway, they are now saying, because we kind of glossed over this, and this is one of the craziest bits, Michael Keaton as Batman, including the 89 and I think even the Joel Schumacher, who just recently passed away.
Yes, rest in peace.
Rest in peace. I really like The Lost Boys.
Yeah, me too.
Excellent movie.
Yeah.
But I kind of lost where we were at. Oh, sorry. I got all sad that Joel Schumacher died. Apparently, that would mean that from 89 Batman all the way up to, I think, excluding just the Christopher Nolan movies,
Okay.
that will all be canon in the DCEU. Which, I know I just made that make no sense, but it doesn't make any sense.
That's okay. So he would be the Batman through that.
Well, it would be that was another world, and since the Flash can run through time or
Yes,
whatever,
yeah.
he would somehow get into that timeline, and it would basically just, I guess, start off where it would be, where Batman as Michael Keaton is old, and he might be They said they might do a Batman Beyond story, which I don't know who the young Batman is.
Batman Beyond. Yeah, I didn't
I'm not
follow
sure.
him much.
But all I know is that basically Bruce Wayne would become a Nick Fury-like character for the DCEU going forward, which I'm down for, but that they'd really have to explain that, but not make it, I don't know, too pandering too, because like you and I understand what that means.
Yeah.
But if I went and told my sister this, she'd think I was fucking crazy.
See, and that's the problem that I think we're going to run into with a lot of things coming up
Yes.
now. I mean, a lot of things.
I think the only reason it's going to work with Marvel is because it's so big and everyone's following it.
Yeah.
That the DCEU is a very small niche that likes it enough to talk about it like this.
To continue about it.
And I'm not a huge fan of it. I think honestly the only good movies are Shazam and a little bit of Wonder Woman.
I would say Wonder Woman into the boss fight.
Up until the very end when it turned into a fucking PS1 video game.
Yeah.
That's what the fuck was that?
Well, see, that's what I was going to mention when we were talking about Cartoon Bane. How
Yeah.
you're saying, like, oh, yeah, I want to see that.
Yep.
But since they didn't do that, it made it more realistic.
Zack Snyder established a realistic, gritty superhero world.
Yeah,
As close to Watchmen as we've gotten since then.
sure.
And
I forgot he did Watchmen. Good
yeah,
lord.
yeah. I really like Jackie Earle Haley in that. I'd like if they do Watchmen again.
Did you watch the TV show?
I have not.
Yeah, they canceled it too, I guess.
I was going to say, Rorschach wasn't even in it, right?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
It's a prequel, but
I haven't seen it.
Still, I haven't either, but they canceled it. Rip.
Yeah, so it's this weird. They're at this weird crossroads where once they got to Justice League, they realized the mass audience isn't enjoying this, but it's too late to switch. But they just did it anyway, and that's why the Justice League movie was so bad.
Who's the villain of the Justice League? Abomination? No.
It's
Doomsday.
No, that wasn't Batman vs Superman.
Oh shit, I don't know.
Steppenwolf.
Oh, Steppenwolf.
Oh Jesus, why do I remember that? He looked awful.
See, and who was Wonder Woman?
Hades.
Ares. Yeah, not Hades.
Hades is thunder.
No, Hades is the ruler of the underworld.
Okay.
He's like
thunder.
Satan.
Am I stupid? That's Thor or Zeus, dumbass.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You never seen Hercules, man?
I guess I'm just
Hades.
fucking slow.
Fucking James Woods.
I know.
2 thumbs, way up. Come on now. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. We're going to see where that rolls. I think that they're in a pickle.
Yeah.
I think they're in a pickle. End of story.
Here's the thing. I don't like to see movies fail. I don't. I there's no part of me that even back when I saw Man of Steel, I didn't like it. But I was like, come on, you guys can do it.
Yeah.
Like, Henry Cavill is an excellent Superman. Did you know? Here's the weirdest thing. I think, I might have already told you this.
I don't know.
One of the in talks for a replacement Superman actor was Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, yeah, you did tell me that.
Which, that'd be fucking badass, but what does that mean?
So, here's...
Has there been a black Superman?
No, I don't think so.
I was going to say, I not that I know of.
I would like to see him as like Hale Jordan.
That's what we were just discussing, is he would be an excellent Green Lantern.
I think that would be really cool. I really liked him as Killmonger. I think he was fantastic.
And he's excellent in the Creed movies.
Yeah,
I'm a big Rocky fan.
Yeah, not a Rocky dude. But
big Rocky fan.
I don't think he would be well fit for Superman. And not that a black Superman would be bad. That's fine.
No, even with the black suit, that'd be fucking dope.
Yeah.
That's kind of what
The Rock?
Yeah, who's he?
Black Adam.
Black Adam,
yeah.
Which is as close to a black Superman as that I know of.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
I mean, but he's been rumored to be playing Black Adam for
he is. The movie's in production.
A decade, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he's literally been rumored to play that.
And also, David F. Sandberg, whom, if you don't follow him on Twitter, you should. He's hilarious. He has confirmed that the next movie he is directing is Shazam 2. So, that's awesome. Because
and I know we had talked about Shazam at some point.
Yeah, I don't think we did an episode, but we definitely did talk about it.
And I just
I really liked it.
I think it's the best DC movie that's out there.
Oh, by a mile.
I mean,
it is,
I'm talking in the past 2 decades.
Since The Dark Knight, that's probably my favorite thing DC's put out.
I would honestly say that Shazam beats Dark Knight in quality of like DC movies. Absolutely.
That's just crickets. I don't.
No, I would.
That
say
might be the hottest take we've ever had.
Because, and here's why I'll argue that.
Okay.
Because it's a movie that of an unknown.
Mm-hmm.
No one fucking knows who Shazam is.
I had no idea.
You know?
I was still confused because he was called Captain Marvel for a while.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. No one knew who he was.
No.
It's
nobody.
Hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
It's fast paced.
Yep.
It's low budget.
I'd say
fantastic.
it's the closest we've got to a Sam Raimi type superhero movie as well.
Yeah.
Whom is now on board after everyone. I don't know if they went to his house and were like
just egged it constantly.
Direct it. You know, just So he's confirmed now to be directing Doctor Strange 2, which is probably besides Thor the only Phase 4 movie that I'm really, really excited for.
You're excited for Thor?
Because I want to see Christian Bale, and I hear Guardians of the Galaxy, and again, and my nerdness for the fucking Marvel verse, it makes me want to see it.
We're gonna phase into Marvel real quick here, but I'm just saying, as far as Shazam goes, Dark Knight, fantastic.
Yep.
But it's not an all around movie where anyone can.
I
go
wouldn't
and
even
see
say
it.
it's really a comic book movie. Like, but take out Batman, it's like a crime action film.
Yeah, but it's not for kids, in my opinion. Like. To sit down?
I mean, I wouldn't say that.
It's not, man, because you're gonna sit down and say, "Okay, kids, it's time to go to the movies and watch this happen." And we got fucking Joker.
When I was a little kid.
Yeah, but there's a difference. kids I'm talking about can go see Shazam. They're gonna laugh. They're gonna watch some guy with a lightning bolt on his chest punch people around.
They struck a perfect balance because it's just like why so many of the early Pixar movies worked.
Yes.
It's for kids, but it's appealing to everyone.
Right.
Like Shazam starts with a fucking kid causing his dad to get into a car crash that puts him in a wheelchair. Like
right.
what?
But
what?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I actually forgot about that. But yeah, I don't know.
Don't you dare forget.
I still think that Dark Knight's fantastic, but I think Shazam is on top.
As a comic book movie, I'd say it's better. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess that's a different episode argument that we can go into.
I guess, man. If that gets us canceled, sorry.
So speaking of Marvel shit, I think there's a little bit more we can talk about on this because
I think that's
you can bounce ideas off. Although you don't read comic books, you can definitely. Bounce ideas off.
So we since Vox hasn't seen many new films, we decided the comeback episode because we both felt bad we haven't made one. Sorry.
Yeah.
We decided this originally sparked as Vox was telling me about the Secret Invasion storyline in the Marvel Comics, and we were talking about what the two of us would like to see as future installments in the MCU. I don't know shit about comic books. All I know is movies. Vox doesn't know shit about movies. All he knows is comic books.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, well, you do know movies well enough.
You could be naming off actors, and I'm like, who?
Yeah, exactly. So he's going to basically say what storylines or characters or whomever that he would like to see in the future, and I'll let you know if a dumb, normal person like me
would want to see it.
Would want to see it.
So here's how my list goes. I have 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
And the way that I think it should be taking place is 1.
Oh, you also have where you would put it in.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So I think it should take place like the next big story arc should be my number 1.
Okay.
And 2, and that'll lead into 2 and then 3. But it's backwards for what I want to see the most, like, and what's something that I would really like to see sooner than later.
Okay.
So that's 3, 2, and 1.
Yeah.
So we'll go into that.
Okay. And you have characters that you.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
That's what I really like to hear about.
So we'll start with the number 1, which I think is my prediction for what's happening. Next, and that's Secret Invasion.
Okay.
It's a 2008 comic book, by the way. So
it's pretty new.
It's not anything that's been set in stone for a long period of time, except it's fucking huge.
Okay.
The event, I was just looking it up because I want to get the
physical copy.
What's it called? It's Omnibus. Omnibus.
Anyways,
it's a collection of all comics together.
Okay.
In that storyline. It's $100.
Wow.
And it's like 500 pages. I mean, it's huge.
So it's a big boy.
It's massive.
Lot to go. Wasn't Civil War like a huge one as well?
Yeah, Civil War was only about like 250, 300 pages, though. I actually have that one.
The only reason I wish they would have maybe waited a little bit for that was because I heard that Spider-Man has to reveal himself.
Yes, he does.
In order to he was on Iron Man's side as well?
So he's a flapper. He was that's my mic.
Sorry, that scared me.
He was originally on one side, and I can't remember whose side he was on originally, and then decided to go to the other side. And I think he was on Captain America's side first because they were against the superhero.
And then he revealed himself on Iron Man's side.
Yes.
Okay.
He revealed him. Well, he went to Iron Man's side, and then he went on national TV and ripped his
revealed
mask
himself.
off.
Wow.
Yeah. And the funniest scene in that is JJ literally passes out because he's watching the broadcast and he rips his mask off. And he falls backwards
because he was already working for the Daily Planet.
Yeah. Nope. Daily Bugle.
Daily Planet is Superman. Sorry.
Yeah. So anyways, 2008 comic book,
Okay.
The Secret Invasion. So basically here it is, long story short. The Skrulls.
Which we have seen now in both Captain Marvel and
Far From Home.
Far From Home because, Samuel L. was actually in space.
Yes. So they are in danger at this point. Their home planet's in danger. They have a princess who basically says, yo, we're going to get shit on here, and we need to find somewhere else to go.
Okay.
It's revealed later on in the storyline that they've actually already been studying humans and figuring out that they're the easiest species or race in the galaxy to change into. So they were doing that. Anyways, Galactus comes, destroys their planet, and they fucking go to Earth, and they start kidnapping heroes and then changing themselves into the heroes.
And they also acquire their powers as
well.
they
become they become whoever they're intimidating. No.
So basically, if they take over Spider-Man, they have the abilities
become Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's cool.
So that's pretty much the gist of it. A lot of crazy, crazy things go out from there that I don't want to get into because I think we could spend 2-3 hours.
Well, give me a little bit. You can't just.
Well, I mean, it's seriously to the point where fighting goes on, or they're defending things, and then, for instance, Elektra, she gets killed.
Okay.
And Spider Woman, I'm sorry, is there, and after Elektra gets killed, she turns into a Skrull, and she's like, "What the fuck?" But we know that Spider-Woman is a Skrull.
Ooh.
So she's like, wait, how many other heroes are Skrulls? Because after their planet got destroyed, they all spaced out.
Yeah, they're not
and they were
connected.
People were just going to Earth and becoming other people. So they went to Iron Man. And I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, Tony is a Skrull as well. Wow. So it gets kind of strange. It just kind of like things go out. But I think that all of this event happens before an event called House of M. Okay, and House of M is actually my number 2.
Okay, but before we get into that,
yes.
Few questions.
Let's shoot him.
Do you think that's where they're headed now? Mm-hmm. Because they've definitely said, pay attention to the Skrulls. They're coming back.
So this kind of relates to the movies right now because we've seen S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
And then
Sword.
And then now
Sword
at the end of was it end of Far From Home?
Yeah.
We
you
see
Nick
Sword
Fury's up in space.
And now Sword is another abbreviated thing that I can't remember what the hell that's called. But
super worrisome ocular real disc.
Yep, that's it.
I don't know.
That you nailed that one right on the head.
I just tried.
But basically, they protect not just Earth, but like stuff from cosmic threats.
Yeah.
So
they're basically S.H.I.E.L.D. on a larger scale, galaxy-wide.
In space, yeah. So, oh, jeez.
I hit a headphone.
And then Strike is another one, which is based in, like, London, and I'm sure we'll see that soon.
Strike is basically the British S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's kind of, we're going to start seeing these
maybe James
groups.
Bond will come in.
Yeah, maybe. He'll start saving the day.
Daniel Craig, maybe I'm surprised he's not in there.
I don't know, man, but...
He would be, who could he play?
He could play probably a lot of people. Yeah, absolutely.
I think Michael Chiklis should come back for Thing for Fantastic Four.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
He'd be the one holdover.
Ben Grimm. Yeah. But yeah, so I think that's where they're heading.
Okay.
Especially introducing the Skrulls, because people were like, "Wait, what? Green alien people?"
It's a very interesting concept. I mean, there it is again. God damn.
You need to grow up a little bit.
I'm gonna be 20.
I know.
God damn.
I know.
I just lost it again. What the fuck was I saying?
Something about a concept. It was a strange concept that we were seeing Skrulls, green aliens in the MCU.
Oh, like Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Like that's 40 years old.
Yeah.
That's a very It's a very scary thing to think that like your neighbors and friends could be
something else.
Robots, aliens, creatures, whatever.
Right. So I think that's a pretty safe bet.
And that could be like an Avengers size movie.
Yeah, probably, because we're gonna start seeing a bunch of different heroes, I think, coming into the MCU, and obviously they're gonna change it because
it seems like we got a lot of groups coming in.
Yeah,
Fantastic Four, X-Men, Eternals.
Yes.
Shang-Chi sounds like it's gonna have a lot of people.
I have no idea.
They're saying Doctor Strange 2 is supposed to be like an Avengers-sized movie.
Well, I hope so.
So do I, especially a horror movie directed by Sam fucking Raimi. Are you crazy?
So that's funny that you mentioned this. My number 2, which is what I would like to see as the next big event.
Okay,
and
so as soon as possible, you'd like to see this in motion.
Yeah, this is the middle of the ground. I would like to see this for sure. I've been saying this for a couple of years, and I'm pretty sure I've mentioned it to you, but House of M.
Okay, sounds a little familiar.
So it's an X-Men style, more based on the X-Men side of things.
Okay.
The sequels to this comic is a lot of X-Men stuff, not a lot of Avengers. But here's the gist of it. Scarlet Witch starts having these really, really dramatic and like world expanding breakdowns where she's changing reality around people. Yeah. And basically she gets to a point where she creates children like from her mind that she's never had ever, and then she sees a vision of them dead. So, but she's the one who's killing them because she's just creating things out of nothing. Well, yeah. Because she's super strong.
Yeah.
And
is she the strongest Avenger?
I wouldn't even say strongest Avenger. I think she's the strongest. Period. Like
just of
everything created. Yeah.
That's interesting to me then that she didn't. I mean, look at Endgame. She really did fuck up Thanos for a minute there.
Well, here's where it gets kind of strange because there's such a huge history with Scarlet Witch.
Okay.
My guess is what they're doing with the MCU is that they are not giving her full abilities yet because she's still learning.
Okay, so she's kind of going to develop it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just like Jean Grey from the X-Men.
Yeah, because for a while she was just kind of, wavy hand stuff.
Yeah.
That was what everyone made fun of for a while.
Yeah, kind of doing stuff.
Okay.
But now I think, especially that we've seen, she's getting
and she's
angry.
getting a TV show.
Right, and I want to get into that too.
Okay, because I had a question about that.
Yeah, but I think that she saw a vision,
Okay.
someone that she loved, die, and now
she can make
angry.
the other people see the visions. Remember in Age of Ultron?
Yes.
Okay, so she's angry.
So then she gets angry and she fucks up Thanos in the MCU. So in this one, she's upset. And now her abilities are coming out because her emotions are high.
Yeah.
So how this whole thing plays out is basically Wolverine. We follow Wolverine in this comic.
Mm-hmm.
He wakes up in a different reality where mutants are common and humans are very rare, just like
like complete flip flop.
Yeah, complete flip flop. Magneto's the Overlord. We see a lot of different things, and basically what that universe is that every mutant got their wish, and it's everyone's biggest wish put into one. So Magneto wanted to rule everything; he was ruling it.
Yeah.
I guess I can't remember another example of it, but we see Hawkeye, who is dead in this timeline already.
Okay.
He had already been killed off,
And
so
how is
he's
he
alive. I can't remember how he's killed. I think she kills him.
Scarlet Witch.
Yeah,
kills
I think Scarlet Witch kills him.
Okay.
In a fight or something.
Huh.
And she kills him again in this alternate universe because he's trying to kill her.
Right.
Anyways, so
is he Hawkeye or the?
No, he's Hawkeye.
Yeah,
he's not Ronin.
How often does he switch?
He doesn't. Ronin's just Ronin's another person, just like how anyone can take on the name Captain America, anyone can take on the name Ronin.
Okay.
So. There's a new guy, or there's a new gal though, and that's where the sequels kind of come from. Her name's Delilah, and she can unlock people's memories from all of their realities. So Wolverine, since he can heal so fast, his brain actually repairs memories.
Yeah,
like from he's
200 years.
Yeah,
old
he's 100 plus years old, so he remembers everything.
Okay,
but he meets Delilah. Yeah, he meets Delilah, and she starts unlocking memories, and that's how everyone forms a team to go against Scarlet Witch because they're all remembering and seeing what she did in the different realities. This is what I was going to say as another example. Captain America is in this alternate reality, and he's old. He's actually almost 100 years old because his wish was to never be frozen. So he never gets frozen. So he ages normally.
Yeah, he
so that's why. Yeah, so that's one thing that was in there. But it's pretty crazy events on that, and I think that this could be the next Infinity War Endgame solution because at the end of it, we find out that Quicksilver, her brother, was actually the one who gave her the idea to make everyone's wishes come true and fucks everything up, and they kill a lot of people off in that. So. I think that's what I would really like to see, especially as an introduction to the X-Men, and to end some characters' story arcs.
Well,
that's where I'm at.
Well, you said that she's created these kids. In the very little footage we've seen of the upcoming WandaVision, there's that clip with the two babies.
Yes.
So is that...
Could be.
Because Vision's dead.
Right.
Vision's gone.
So here's where I think they're going to play this as.
Is he ever going to come back? Because
it's hard to say.
They said that the Infinity Stones were destroyed.
Right.
Okay.
And it's very hard to say because that's why it's so open-ended.
Yeah.
Because I have two thoughts on WandaVision.
Okay.
Number one, this is leading to M-Day.
Yeah.
This series could lead right to M-Day, and this could be her being stuck inside of her own realities, which does happen before the events of M-Day.
Well, maybe that's why it looks like it's like several different periods of sitcoms.
Right.
Is she's just basically... Okay, she's all in her head. Because I did remember reading a couple years back that they said she was going to be the villain of Doctor Strange 2.
So, and that's what my next theory is to tie into that.
She's going to be in that.
Yeah.
She's already been cast. She's in it, so...
And I think that we already know Nightmare is the villain.
Which I still don't know who that is.
Nightmare is a guy, they call him Nightmare because he basically goes into your mind, finds your biggest fears, and then fucks with you on them.
Okay, so kind of like a scarecrow?
Yeah, kind of messes with you, but he can do it just like Scarlet Witch can.
Yeah,
he doesn't have to be near you, he can just do it. So I think that if they're going to go this way with it, either this is leading to the House of M storyline where she's making alternate realities and really screwing with things, and that's where the multiverse can come in, or it's Nightmare that's torturing her, and really messing with her because all she wants to do is be with Vision, and she wanted kids, so that's why we're seeing the Vision and children in the clips that we've seen. So I don't know. They can do a lot of different things because Scarlet Witch is fucked. Man.
She's a very powerful character.
She's crazy.
She's one of my favorites.
She's one of the.
Sure.
I think there's 10 Omega leveled mutants that are in like the.
Oh, so she's classified as a mutant technically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why there's a lot of confusion with some things because they're like, wait a second.
Well, yeah, because Quicksilver's I wonder.
Yeah. Right.
I wonder.
I know what you're thinking.
So, because they didn't technically own Quicksilver when they made Age of Ultron, because they never called him that. He was whatever the fuck his name was.
I don't know.
Russian guy.
Yeah, they never called him Quicksilver.
I've heard that he's gonna be in this show.
I hope not. 'Cause he's terrible. He's a terrible Quicksilver.
Yeah.
And you also know who Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch's dad is, right?
No.
Magneto.
Oh.
Right. So how are we having Scarlet Witch?
So Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch have always been brother and sister?
They're brother and sister.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. So, but how are we having these two
without a Magneto?
Well,
that maybe they're from. Maybe what they'll do.
I don't know, man.
Wait a minute.
I don't know.
You just told me that. Maybe those two are from a different reality, got thrown here somehow, some way, and then that's where we're going to find out.
Right.
That's where all the X-Men are.
Right.
Is going to be somewhere else, and then they'll suddenly be
So
here.
I'm really glad you're putting these pieces together because that literally leads into my number 3.
Look at that.
My number 3, which I would truly like to see. This is the one I want to see as soon as possible.
Even sooner than...
Yeah. No, House of M is my number 2, so it's middle of the road on both of them.
Okay.
But I would really like to see this one as soon as possible, and I'll explain why.
Okay.
Number 3 is Civil War 2. There is a Civil War 2.
A second one.
In the structure of the comic books.
Okay.
And there's a lot of crazy shit that goes on in this that I don't even actually want to get into because you have to read like several comics before and several after in order to get the whole picture of Civil War 2. But basically what it is it's Captain Marvel versus Iron Man.
Captain Marvel versus
Yeah.
Iron Man.
And it gets a little strange. It's not about anything like the Superhuman Registration Act. It's just about like trying to figure out the right and the wrong for a lot of things that are happening in the universe. A lot of Inhuman stuff in here.
Inhumans.
Yeah, so I wrote this on here because it was hilarious. Bringing the Inhumans into the MCU would be really smart because a lot of external outworld things happen. But if you remember, Inhumans was a really, really bad, failed TV show that they tried to do.
Because that was supposed to be one of the early Phase 2 movies.
And they canceled it and made it a TV show, and that was a bad idea.
And it was really shit.
Yeah, it was a bad idea. I watched one episode and I couldn't make it.
And who are the Inhumans? Because I don't know.
There's so many, but we're talking Medusa. They call her Medusa. She's really like she's got long red hair and she can control her hair just like Medusa would with her
turn
snakes.
you to stone and shit.
No, she can't turn anyone to stone. She just controls her hair. She's not the mythology.
What a shitty power.
No, she's badass, dude. Because her hair, she can grow her hair as long as she wants. Like she can just make hair.
I thought you just meant she could like snakes.
No. She like wraps people up and slams them on the ground and throws them around. Yeah,
you made him sound a lot shittier.
She's pretty cool.
Okay.
There's Black Bolt, who's a bad guy and a good guy.
I do know who that is.
Yeah, he kind of goes back and forth with a whole bunch of stuff. There is Lockjaw, who is a teleporting telekinetic bulldog.
If he doesn't get at least a Disney Plus miniseries, I'm gonna be upset.
Yeah, he's a really cool hero. He can't talk, but he can communicate through telepathy.
I
and
guarantee you they could get like a Bill Burr kind of guy, like from Boston, and have him play. Because I've heard, I don't want this to happen, but I've heard Rocket's gonna die in Guardians 3.
Oh, I'm sure he will.
So we always need ourselves a cute talking sidekick character.
Yeah, but
Lockjaw sounds like my number one pick.
Here's the thing: he doesn't talk. He doesn't have a voice. He just communicates through
Okay, I want
telepathy.
I want to stop voice cracking first of all. They're gonna be like, "Why is this guy having a podcast with a 7-year-old?"
Yeah, well, that happens. That's happening.
No, I want to see someone like even Mark Wahlberg or somebody.
Oh God.
Voice a bulldog, and all he can talk is like with his mind.
Well, hopefully we get Frog Thor in Guardians 4. So.
And explain to me what the fuck that means.
I can't even.
What is a Frog Thor?
He's literally a frog that was worthy enough to lift up.
Wait a minute. You did tell me about this.
Yeah,
Doesn't he get his hammer from Like one of the pieces when it breaks?
I can't remember, to be honest with you. But
You're the only one who would have told me that.
Yeah,
So
I can't remember the whole
Okay.
gist of it. I know I looked into it a lot, but
Yeah.
Frog Thor is part of the Guardians of the Galaxy at some point.
Okay.
And he is a legitimate frog that
Yeah.
looks like Thor.
I was hoping what they were going to do
super tiny.
is Guardians 3 would have Thor in it. He might still
He
be.
might be. He totally could be.
That'd be sweet.
For sure. So anyways, to bring the Inhumans in to kind of do the Outworld stuff, and this would really, really help to bring in new Avengers and the X-Men into the series, because here's why. We get a lot of deaths in Civil War. There was a lot of deaths in the original Civil War, and there's a lot of deaths.
Not any in...
Not in the movies. I'm talking comics here.
I was hoping they were going to kill Rhodey.
So...
I thought that would have been good.
This is so strange that you know this. Rhodey's actually the first to die in Civil War 2. But you'll never believe who kills him.
Iron Man?
No.
Oh, that would have been so bad.
You want me to blow your mind on this?
It probably.
Thanos kills him. Yeah.
My jaw just hit the fucking floor.
And they capture Thanos and put him in a cell. And
how do they do that?
They defeat
Does he not
him.
have an infinity?
So that's the thing.
Does he not have the infinity?
That's the thing. I don't know what's going on. But here's the other thing. She-Hulk is a main character in this, and she dies in the beginning as well.
Okay.
Here's my thought with that.
She's coming in.
She's coming in through the Disney Plus I
heard
TV show.
Oh no, sorry, I'm thinking of Star Wars again.
Yeah.
Rosario Dawson.
Oh no. So she is coming in through the Disney Plus.
Okay.
But if it flops real hard, and they have rumored already that they're going to bring her into the MCU, if it flops real hard,
is She-Hulk not going to be part of it?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
We have no idea. But I'm saying if they flop hard with She-Hulk, they can bring her right into Civil War 2 and kill her right off. Because she dies in the beginning. Although, spoiler alert, she does pull through and she actually survives. But we see her die in the beginning. So I'm saying, comics are different from the movies. So
how does Rhodey die? Or is he
Thanos literally punches straight through his body.
I was going to say, just yeets him out of existence?
No, literally punches straight through his entire body and then beats the fuck out of She-Hulk. So
yikes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bruce Banner
dies. Is he, I was going to ask you, can he die?
Yeah, so in this comic series here, he actually loses the ability to turn into the Hulk. And he's illegally experimenting on himself to try to get Hulk come back. He entrusts Hawkeye to kill him if he ever Hulks out again.
Yeah.
And so long story short, Hawkeye knew that he was experimenting on himself. And the last conversation that they had, Hawkeye felt scared for his life. Because he could start seeing his eyes turn green. So he sneaks out, and during an argument between Captain Marvel and the Iron Man with Bruce, Hawkeye's hiding in bushes and shoots him in the head with an arrow.
Okay, so I was gonna say, if he just gets shot in the head, one shot. So if he
as a human, he wasn't Hulk. He was Bruce Banner.
Oh, he wasn't at all.
No, he was just Bruce Banner.
I was gonna ask you about the Hulk. If they just shoot him right in the, because he said that he's tried to off himself before. Yeah. If someone Thanos just fucking punches right through his face when he's just Bruce Banner, would he die?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I didn't know how that worked.
If he's not Hulk, he's not invincible.
Well, now that he's Doctor Hulk.
Yeah,
MD.
Professor Hulk or whatever. But
Doogie Howser.
I think though that they could spin it that he was sick of being Hulk, experiments on himself, loses the ability to become Hulk again, and then gets killed that way.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's the way we can do it. Iron Man and Captain Marvel are the two big bads, or not the two big bads, but
top dogs.
The two main characters in here, and I think they could easily switch out Iron Man since he's dead in the MCU.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, they could easily switch him out.
I was going to say, is Captain America dead also by this point?
No,
or he's just done being Captain America.
No, in Civil War 2, he is Captain America. So
which side is he on?
I believe he's on Iron Man's side.
I was going to say, because if I've heard that they might bring Tony back,
and even if they do, cool, great, wonderful, but I think that they need to have something in plan, especially if they're going to keep doing these multi-billion-dollar movies at this point.
Yeah.
They need to have plans in place so that, they can say, oh, Robert Downey Jr. is now 85 years old and we're still trying to make an Iron Man movie, and they have something else coming in. But yeah, and Thanos being still alive, I think would be a really cool spin on things too. Because the Infinity Stones may be destroyed, but where did Thanos go? Did he snap him out of existence? We don't know.
Yeah, he might just be in the Soul Stone.
Or he could have just sent them all back to their rightful planets and places, and that's it.
I don't think Tony.
You never know. You really never know.
They could do that, but I don't think.
We don't think. But we're not the writers.
Yeah, I was going to say I don't think that's what they had in mind.
Right.
I'm sure they don't want to spend however many millions of dollars it took to make Josh Brolin 7 feet in purple, but
so yeah, right. So that's my top 3. I want Civil War 2 the most right now.
Okay.
Just as story. It doesn't even have to be Civil War 2, but just as story reflection.
That storyline.
Based off of events of. House of M is middle of the road. I mean, they could go with that and they couldn't go with that. It would be awesome to see it, but it would also be fine if they didn't, because there's a lot of other things they can do. And then Secret Invasion, I'm not, as of right now, super interested in that. But I think that's where they're going.
I think there's a good way we could intertwine all 3 of these.
Oh, I'm sure there is.
Okay, and let me tell you. Let me tell you what
let's
I'm
hear
thinking.
it. Let's hear it.
I'm thinking, right now, everyone seems to be good. Besides maybe Spider-Man, because he just got his identity revealed. Seems like everyone's on pretty good terms with each other.
Sure.
Everyone seems fine.
Sure.
I'm thinking, either way you dice it, whether you do Secret Invasion first or the WandaVision storyline of her turning bad, whatever the outcome is of both of those could lead perfectly into Civil War 2, saying, look what the fuck just happened. We need to do something.
Right.
Before something even worse happens and we all just get fucking yeeted out of the universe or whatever.
Right.
That would be a good way to not only have Captain Marvel not be the worst,
True.
but also a way for someone else to, whether that be Spider-Man or whoever they have as taking, I guess, Captain America's second Avenger role, second top dog.
Right.
That'd be a good way to have them at the forefront, I think. It'd be a good way to kill off some folk. And
I think that's necessary at this point.
To what?
Start killing off people.
Yeah, I think not only old but new. I think one of the biggest things people respected, myself included, about Infinity War, they went full Empire Strikes Back. They let the bad guy win.
Yeah.
They let the end of the day not be super upbeat.
Yeah, and
which
sunshine, so.
Everyone says Marvel's so upbeat and good, which they are all the time, but I'd like to see them start taking risks, and I think this would be the best time to do that.
I agree. I think that there's a lot of heroes that we haven't seen in the spotlight yet.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously we know, like we've mentioned before, Fantastic Four are coming. We know this.
Yeah.
X-Men are obviously going to come at some point. I truly think there's going to be a break right now from the X-Men.
Yeah, I was going to say, give them time to breathe.
I'm not happy about that because I truly love the X-Men. I've been an X-Men fan since I started reading comics.
Yeah,
my first comic,
that was one of the first things I knew was the early X-Men movies.
Right. And it wasn't even that. Like, Wolverine was my fucking man. Like,
hell yeah.
I never saw the movies. I was always reading comic books, and then I eventually started seeing the movies.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been a huge Beast fan, Nightcrawler fan.
Yeah,
Colossus.
I think they should give Wolverine a rest. Even when they bring the X-Men back, leave him out for now.
And I'm so sad about that.
I am too.
Yeah.
I love Wolverine. He gives us short guys something to root for.
Right,
in life,
exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm taller than him. That's about it.
Yeah.
I'm about Tom Cruise's height.
Right.
But I think people loved. He might be the most beloved superhero performance ever. I'd say definitely up there.
Yeah, I think
you know.
right.
I think universally across the map, everybody loves him.
Yep.
That's why I don't think anybody in Hollywood could even remotely. You know how enormous shoes those are to fill?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, people love Christian Bale as Batman, but they've also done 3 Batmen since then.
Yeah.
You know
what was the first time Hugh Jackman played Wolverine in the X-Men?
X-Men.
Yeah, I know, but what year was that?
2000.
So I mean, we're looking at 2 decades of role. 17
years worth of movies by the same guy.
And I mean,
that was what blew him up. He was a nobody before that.
Right, and some of them aren't good. Don't get me wrong.
No. X-Men Origins is bad. Apocalypse is bad.
Apocalypse isn't good, but First Class was all right.
I can't really recall too much of First Class. Days of Future Past is excellent.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, absolutely.
Speaking of that, shit, if they're bringing anybody over from the old X-Men to the new X-Men, get my boy Evan Peters in as Quicksilver for real.
Yeah, I agree.
I would so be okay with that. The only good scene in Apocalypse is that scene when he saves
running,
everyone through from
running
the
through the house. Yeah, I love that. I would like to see who's the kid who plays Colossus, or not Colossus. I'm sorry, Cyclops.
Ty something. The guy from Ready Player One.
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
I'd like to see him back. I really liked his role. I think he did a really good job on that, and he's young enough still where he could play the teenager early 20s Cyclops.
Yeah, because that's what I was going to ask you is, do you think they're going to go on the younger side of the X-Men?
So I really do think they will.
I know why.
Yeah.
That way they can milk these motherfucking kids to do this shit for 40 years.
I agree, but also to align with, just as a comic book nerd, to align with it. Like in I believe it's House of M, we see young Jean Grey because she's from an alternate reality. Yeah. So she's already she's young, and I think that's where, or maybe it wasn't. No, it was Civil War II. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Civil War II, we see young Jean Grey.
Okay.
Because she's the one who's trying to read the mind of one of the Inhumans who can see the future, and she can't because his mind is closed off. So she can't even read minds. But I think that's where they're going to go with it because A, they can milk the shit out of it. B, they are going with the comics and they can stay close.
I doubt they're going to do anything with Jean Grey for a long time. They tried that fucking story twice, and they failed both times.
So X-Men 3 was a shit show, but I loved it for what it was.
Yeah. Especially at the end when you see the de-aged Patrick Stewart, and it looks horrifying.
Yeah. The other one, Dark Phoenix, was a good movie, but not a good X-Men movie. It was a good movie. It was full of awesome action. They did really good when they did the reshoots. They did really good when they re-edited a lot of things to make it look better. Like, the special effects were top-notch in that bitch. But it just was not a good X-Men movie.
I don't know. I really think Logan was the swan song of the X-Men, and they should have just left it alone.
They fucked up with Logan, though. They should never have done something that quality and then not do anything else after that.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, what?
No. Hands down, my favorite X-Men movie is Logan. But
that might be, top 5 comic book movies ever.
I just think that they fucked themselves with that because they gave such an expectation on such a low budget, man. They didn't have a lot of stuff.
It's literally
going on there.
3 guys, a kid, and the desert.
Yeah, and at the end it was just here's some masked people that are running around and a couple of other kids that are doing things that we need just a little bit of special effects for. That was it. So they fucked themselves hard on that because that movie sold hard, made lots of money, and then they didn't do anything to continue that kind of quality afterwards.
That's what I'm saying is literally I think Logan is the only guy that they could have done a movie of that small a scale.
Yes.
He's the only one.
Yes.
Who else do people love that much? Nobody.
It's a hard
Nobody.
It's a hard role that's going to need to be.
I've heard Henry Cavill might be playing Wolverine.
No, shut the fuck up.
I've heard all kinds of shit.
No, I don't want Henry Cavill anywhere near the MCU.
Why?
Stay Superman and fucking fly around with your cape, boy.
Why are you
so
mad at Henry Cavill?
Stop. I don't mind him as Superman.
He's a big dude.
Yeah, that's fine. But I don't want someone who's so recognizably Superman to come over and play someone that I love so much.
Okay.
As an MCU, and I like Superman.
Yeah.
I've been a Superman fan for a long time.
Even though he's very boring.
He is boring, but that's the best part about him, So I don't know. We're gonna see.
I don't know. I think
my predictions
any one of those could and might be on the horizon for us.
Those are my top 3, though. For sure.
What's coming up soon? We got Black Widow, which
that's getting delayed.
Keeps getting delayed.
Oblivion.
Hopefully, we'll see it sometime this year. I don't know.
I know they're starting at what was that movie they're gonna start continue production on? The
Shang-Chi.
Yes, I can never remember his.
I don't know why
name.
I can, but
Shang-Chi.
I'm very excited because I hear it's going to be very martial arts based, which I love.
And now
I love stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they'll bring in the Iron Fist.
Iron Fist.
He had
made
a
the
Netflix
TV show.
Yeah, they had a Netflix.
The guy whose hands are yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
He wraps him up. Yeah.
Well, because what's his name's going to be the villain? The guy who's supposed to be in Iron Man 3, but he wasn't. What the fuck is that guy?
I don't know.
Ben Kingsley plays him. The very prepared.
Yeah, I don't know that.
The Mandarin. The Mandarin's gonna be.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Real, the quote unquote. Yeah, everyone hated it because it was a good unexpected twist.
But they wanted the Mandarin.
They wanted So I guess they're gonna do him for real.
I gotta rewatch Iron Man 3, man.
Iron Man 3 is great.
So long.
I really like Iron Man 3.
Did you like the second one?
No.
Yeah, I was saying it was the second one Whiplash. No, the third one. Oh.
Yeah. It was Guy Pearce in the third one.
That's right.
The guy who can turn all orange and explode.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. What the hell was I going to say? What's coming up? We got Black Widow.
Yep.
Eternals, which I still don't know shit about.
And I don't care.
I don't know. I don't know.
Is Angelina Jolie for sure in that movie?
Yeah.
I'm out.
So is my girl Salma Hayek.
I'm still out.
What?
I don't know. I'm gonna see it.
The
obviously.
what the hell's the guy's name from the Child's Play remake's gonna be in it? The cop.
Oh.
From that. I've seen some set photos. He looks like he's vibing out, so I'm excited to see him. I just recently watched for the first time Train to Busan, which is an excellent zombie movie.
Yeah.
And the really buff guy from that movie is going to be in the Eternals as well.
Really?
Who is like the coolest dude ever.
Man, yeah. See, I'm not really looking forward to the Eternals. I cannot wait for Black Widow. I can't wait.
Really?
I cannot wait.
I'm glad David Harbour. Hopefully he'll finally be in a good superhero movie for a minute.
He's not going to be in the MCU. I bet he'll die in that movie.
He's probably toast.
So I love that
because he's
guy.
just such a beloved cat that I don't think he's going to be in it for longer than that.
He was Hellboy, wasn't he?
That's what I was talking about.
Oh boy. Yeah, see, I love Hellboy.
I know they did him dirty though.
I own it. I bought
the
it.
New one?
Yeah, the
and
new
you
one.
Haven't seen it.
I haven't watched it yet.
Don't watch it.
But I'm gonna watch it.
Let me just have it and I'll break it.
No,
and then everything will be okay.
No, don't be like that. I just, and I'm not even kidding you. We just watched the original Hellboy. We're gonna watch the second one, and then we're gonna watch the new one.
Okay.
But I just finished the first big book of Hellboy.
Oh, okay.
And there's a game that I'm playing right now. It's kind of like a Smash Bros. Game.
Yeah.
But they brought Hellboy into that game as a playable character, so I bought
snap.
that motherfucker
Yeah, of
too.
course.
Yeah, I love Hellboy.
Hellboy would be cool in Mortal Kombat. Now that I think of it.
I think he was.
Oh well.
Yeah, I think he was in Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
Yeah, a couple years ago.
Because the only reason I know all that is because they keep bringing in horror characters that I like. They really want Ash, but he keeps saying no.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Hellboy is in Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
I think the last one, not 11. I think he was in 10. No, maybe not.
Maybe even earlier than that. I don't know.
Yeah,
it seems like such an obvious choice as a playable character.
Yeah, he's got a gun and a big fist.
I heard that it's very hard to translate the Hellboy storyline into movies.
So they did all right, to be honest with you. They did all right with the first one.
I don't know how well something is told. If it's a good movie, I don't give a fuck where it came from. If it's a good story, I'm down.
Right.
And the first two Hellboys are very good.
Yeah, that's what we need to see more of, though. Dark Horse comic movies.
Okay.
Because Hellboy's a Dark Horse comic.
Yeah, I mean, I think Blade would benefit a lot from a darker story.
Well, no, Dark Horse is the company.
Okay.
Yeah, Dark Horse is like Marvel. Like
There's
like
so it's like
there's like Marvel, DC, Dark Horse, like.
So Dark Horse is not a part of Marvel?
No.
Okay, it's its own thing.
It's its own company, yeah.
Okay. What other characters do they have?
Well, Dark Horse doesn't have like a
not a big roster.
List. It's not a character list. No, it's just independent people that are published.
Is Dark Horse The Mask?
I'm
pretty sure.
I don't know, but I think
because I know The Mask was a comic book.
I think Dark Horse is Spawn as
well.
Spawn
as well. Okay.
I'm not sure.
Because he's supposed to be getting a movie as well with Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, but like the first movie
was bad.
I mean,
it's a bummer too. I was listening to an interview with the guy who played him in the first one, and he said the movie that I was told I was going to be in was so much different. And,
I'm sure.
And that's such a bummer. You know, imagine how shitty that would feel, because you do all this work, you be in this movie, it doesn't turn out how you thought it was when you signed up, and then everyone shits on you for it. Like, that sucks, man.
I didn't mind the original Spawn, dude.
No,
I didn't mind it.
It's I don't know. I think people get too upset at actors when it's the writer's fault most of the time.
Sure.
Like I know, jump back into Star Wars. People are like mad at like Daisy Ridley, and she was saying how upset she was at the backlash. We're not upset at you. It's the shitty writing that you were given. It's not your fault.
Right. And I think that's where a lot of fans have to get on board with.
Yeah.
It's not the actor's fault.
Yeah,
you know?
which, I mean, who recently, like David Harbour, Hellboy sucked. I'm sorry.
Yeah, end of story.
I know. I saw how good a shape you got into. I'm sorry that happened to you.
Right, I feel you.
You looked like a good Hellboy. I'm sorry.
See, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot going on, but we've been chugging for an hour here.
Oh, there you go.
About stupid shit. And
that's how we ended off.
If you make it to the end, that's dope.
Thanks for listening to us ramble. Hopefully we were at least a little bit coherent.
I think
and you knew what we meant.
I think so. But
there's gonna be a lot of people pausing to Google what the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah, maybe, but maybe that's a good thing. It extends our listen time.
Well, that's what I do whenever I.
Oh,
yeah.
sure.
I try to.
Subscribe. Do we have to say that still?
If you want.
Yeah, subscribe.
Hopefully we'll get back into the swing.
I don't know if a like button is necessary at this point, but
just throw us a comment, even if you didn't like it. Just
tell
us what's up. Man.
Tell us what you want to hear, because I think that would be fun.
Yeah, because
movie theaters are still shut down.
Yeah, movie theaters are shut down.
Who knows for how long?
We might do a 2020 catch up. I've seen a few things. I think.
Yeah, I gotta watch some stuff.
Yeah, we'll get back into the swing. Hopefully.
Dope.
I got a new video coming. Hopefully soon. I'm kind of swamped. I got some summer classes going on, but
to be a kid again.
It'll be there. It'll be done soon.
I want to see it. I'm sure just as much as some of the other people do.
It's gonna be a good one. Trust me.
That's hilarious. But thank you for listening.
Yes. Have a good day.
Goodbye. Oh.
Yeah. Or night, whenever the fuck you're listening.
Yeah. Goodbye.